Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Just went and grabbed my beers right now. Happy Thursday. Happy 3 years, Jeff. What up, guys? What up, Donald? Troy, hope you're doing well. I hope you have a nice cold root beer in hand. Root, stretch, emphasizing the word root there, Jeff. What up, Steve? Nope, I don't want to put that one on. Alright. Well, I hope everybody's doing well. Enjoying a Thursday night break. It's not going to be as long as some of our Friday night marathons, but we'll have a lot of fun. Alright, so I just realized that's upside down. Alright, as always, doing giveaways. If you bought 5 or more spots in, for this break, in tonight's break, you are guaranteed to get something in the mail. Could be 1 hit, 3 hits, 5 hits, no hits. As long as you buy 5 or more spots, you'll at least get something in the mail. So, 5 or more spots will get you a pack of Prestige 2024. Some Score 1990 baseball, a little Parkhurst hockey 91, a little 91 Score football, and some Donruss Gravity basketball 24-25. So got some old school and some new school for you there. Alright, if you buy 10 or more spots, you get an upgrade. Your upgrade will be to a Jumbo Chronicles Draft Picks 2022 pack. How about some hockey? Topps Premier 93-94. A little Topps Opening Day Baseball 2021. Some Bowman U. This is Football 2022 Chrome. And some NBA Hoops 24-25 Gravity. Alright, so again, those come your way. As long as you buy 5 or more spots, you'll get something in the mail. What up, Jake? Hey, no worries, Jake. Thank you. Troy, that's awesome. You were thinking he might. Alright, so what is out there on the site? I've had, and you can see in my pinned comments, spots are available at Dad Breaks, the website dad-breaks.com. Had one buyer on eBay back out of 10 spots, so they're all on the site. Mostly football, but I'll go in and I'll show you in a moment what is out there. Just give me 1 second to go do that. Just updating some stuff here real quick. Alright. Should be good. Alright, so here we go. Here we are, we're at dad-breaks.com. So our upcoming break schedule will be breaking next Tuesday, and then I'll be away. I'm doing a little family outing next weekend, so won't be able to do a break at the end of next week. This time of year, just a lot of travel work. I was all over the place this week for work, and then next week I'll be around town next week, but then traveling next weekend. Taking my daughter to Hershey Park, so looking forward to doing that little family outing at Hershey Park next weekend. So what is in store, and then we'll be doing a break on the 28th. I'll be working again, traveling again on the 29th, so I figured I'd do a break that Monday. And then we'll be doing a break, and you'll see the upcoming schedule there shortly after that. So we'll see what's going on. Should be a lot of fun. Alright, so what is out there? These are the spots that are remaining. We have this is a 3-box break. It's 1 autographed mini helmet and 2 autographed jerseys. We have the Carolina Panthers, the Cleveland Browns, the New Orleans Saints, the New York Jets. That's it. So just 4 spots remaining at this point. The Panthers, the Browns, the Saints, and the Jets. Then we have the basketball. This one probably has the most spots. Well, maybe the spot I added, the football break I added might, but this is a basketball break. It says 2 boxes. One's an autographed basketball, one's an autographed jersey. We have the Cavs, we have the Pistons, we have the Pacers, we have the Sixers, the Kings, the Raptors, and nobody beats the Wiz. Alright, so those are the spots that remain in the basketball break. Some good spots out there. This is the one I just added. This was on eBay. I had a buyer, had 10 spots. Unfortunately, had to back out. So this is a full-size helmet and jersey. So we have the Ravens, the Jaguars, the Chiefs. You guys have already been jumping on this since I put them up, in the Titans. So most of the spots that I added on here are already gone. So at this point, just the Ravens, Jaguars, Chiefs, and Titans. I had about 10 on there as of right before we started, so you guys are jumping on that one. We're sorted out now the baseball single box break, so thank you. The Centennial, this was an exclusive, only 10 cases made of this, so it was invite only to get a spot in this. So we have one of these cases. So it'll be 1 box of a Centennial. These are monster hits. We've been pulling some great ones out of there. Not always an autograph on there. Like one of them we pulled was the Tom Brady rookie that Jake got. So that was pretty awesome. We have a jersey and then an 8x10 photo in that break as well. The Duke. This is an authentic Duke football paired up with the gold. So it's from Hit Parade and then paired up with the Gold Rush jersey. We have the Falcons, the Panthers, the Colts, the Jets, and the Titans. And I always like to point out the Titans, there's a dual ball. I don't have it listed here, but I know in the series there's a dual ball that has Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry, co-sign ball. Whether there's a Titans logo on it or not, we're going to award it to the Titans. I just wanted to give everybody a heads up on that. Everything else, typical roles, but since that Titans spot was out there, I figured I'd recap that. And then we have the Fanatics 2-box break. We only have a few more of these Fanatics baseballs left. So it'll be a 2-box break. Fanatics, 2 Fanatics baseballs paired up with 1 baseball bat. And at this point, we just have the Marlins remaining. And then we have the Blitz box. And we just have about, I think there were maybe 8 spots remaining in the Blitz box, and everything else was sold out. So that's a look at what is out there right now. If you're interested in any spots, wonderful. Hit it up. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. With all of that said, I think we should start the evening out with a little bit of baseball. Let me go in and just update one thing on the site. And then if you guys have any questions along the way, just let me know. Alright, Tom, did you get my email? Jones, best break of the year for me. Alright. Just rearranging one thing on the site, just moving that baseball. Shopify's been a little slow today. I don't know if it's caused any issues on the buyer side, but on the back end side for sellers, it's been a little slower today. So I apologize if it has caused any issues for you guys. Alright, like I said, we'll start out with a little baseball though. So it's going to be one Gold Rush autographed baseball bat, paired up with not one, but two autographed TriStar baseballs. So we know it's going to be boxes 4 and boxes 9 for the baseballs. We don't know what bat we're going to use. We have bat 3 on the table. We'll figure that out in a moment. What I want everybody in the interwebs to do, and the outer webs, what I want you guys to do is give me on one line 4 Major League Baseball players. One line, 4 baseball players. Go ahead and do that, and we'll see if we can pull a nice guess or two out of there. Get a guaranteed mystery box with no whammy. All right, bat wise. In fact, actually, we know we're using that bat. That's the last one from the case as well. So, apologize. I didn't realize that was our last one from the case. So we are going to be using bat number 3. Bat number 3. Again, last one from the case. So it'll be bat 3. Baseballs 4 and 9. I'm going to put in the chat a little note. Stuff that I had there posted when these were being sold. But always want to make sure everybody's aware. Alright, guys. No autograph hat tonight? Yeah, no autograph hat tonight. I don't have any, actually, for a while. They're sold out. Hit Parade has not put a baseball cap on for a while. So until they do it again, I'm hoping they do it sooner than later. Alright, guys. We've got Adam with the Diamondbacks. Mark has the Bravos. Troy has the O's. Jared's got the Bo Sox. Case has the Cubbies. Matt's got the Chi Sox. Mark has the Reds. Carl's got the Guards. We have Sean with the Rockies. Case with the Tigers. Matt's got the Astros. George has the Royals. Richard with the Angels in the outfield. Jake has the Dodgers and the Marlins. We're going with Case and the Brewers. We'll be staring down the Twins with Matt. Mark has the Mets. Case has the Yanks. Matt has the A's. Mark has the Phillies. Just in time for the Pirates. David's got the Padres. Zachary's got his Giants. Richard with the M's. Brandon's got the Cards. Jake has the Rays. Jared with the Rangers. And Mike has his Jays and a Expo/National Hopeful as well. Alright, guys. Good luck to everybody out there. Good luck, everybody. We're going to call no more guesses. Alright, game on. Got our little pizza out there. We'll take the little note off. Alright, so this is going to be box 4. Box 4, it's sealed up all the way. I'll show you that secondary seal here in a moment. Alright, so you can see this seal right there coming around, looking good. Alright, there's the baseball. And, alright, we have a 4-time? Yep, 4-time All-Star. And a lot of inscription. Alright, pretty cool. We have a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. We have 4-time All-Star. 5-time Gold Glove, Houston Astro Hall of Famer. This will be an Astros hit, by the way. Cesar Cedeno. Cesar Cedeno right there. All right, Cesar Cedeno to the Astros. Pretty sure. I'm double checking. Yeah, not even close. Just as a look at that. Career 1,500 games with the Astros, only 429 with the Reds. And the career WAR, only 25 times higher. About 20 times higher with the Astros. Alright, guys. Nice start there for Matt with the Astros. Alright. Congrats, Matt. Alright. Baseball number 2. Baseball number 2, well, technically number 9. Second baseball of the break. Anybody have any fun plans this weekend? Alright, here's our seal. The second seal right there. Went to a fun beer festival last weekend. Small but fun. Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Baseball. There is a signature. Is that? Look at this. This is a cool hit. This is Luis Angel Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna. This is a New York Met. Alright, Luis Angel Acuna. I actually saw him play in the minors last year. Has come up and hit in spurts with the Mets' younger brother of Ronald Acuna. Luis Angel Acuna. Alright. Congrats going out to Mark. Alright, guys. This is baseball bat number 3. It's the last one from the case. Last one from the case. So this is our barrel. Alright, and again, we'll look at the knob area. Give it a cut around there. Downtown. Oh, okay. We have a guy that participated, I'm pretty sure, in the home run derby. Let me double check on the name here, but sure did. Hit the longest home run of the home run derby, no less. We have Pittsburgh Pirates center fielder O'Neal Cruz. O'Neal Cruz right there. All right, so we have a Rawlings authenticated baseball bat, O'Neal Cruz. All right, that'll go out to the Pirates. And that's Justin. Congratulations, Justin. Yes, Matt. I did. It was a nice. It wasn't a big one. It was a small one. Local community fundraiser, but still had like 13 breweries and 5 or 6 wineries and a couple hard alcohol places. It was a good time. Enough places to have a good time. That's all I'll say. Alright, did we have any cruise guesses? Any cruise missile guesses out there? I was in Pottsville, Thomas. I was literally in Pottsville for work this week. I was there yesterday even. Alright. Let's see. Any Cruz guesses? Cruz and Jones and Dave Bish. I don't know if I should. Dave put a I don't know. There's no prophecy, whatever you call that stuff there in O'Neal Cruz. But there we go. 3 people gonna get a box of mystery here. No whammies, guys. 3 boxes of mystery. Could we get some glorious finds? We'll see. Alright, so no whammies, 3 boxes of mysteries for the O'Neal Cruz guesses. And I'm putting those together right now. Alright, no whammies here. There'll be flowers, golden, egg, and silver. And the 3 of you, go ahead, pick whichever one. Whoever picks first can have whatever. Jones can have some flowers. You got it. Jeff going with the eggs. And Dave, what would you like? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Alright, Jeff, you got the egg. Alright, so Dave, you didn't get the pick, and that means no one took the silver box. Alright, Dave, the silver box is yours. You're going to get a pack of USA Stars and Stripes. 1 in 3 has a chance at an auto or mem card out of here. Alright, Dave. Well, there's a nice rookie on the back. I'll point that out. PJ Morlando right there. A Galvin Grahovac. Wyatt Langsford pre-rookie. That's pretty good pull right there, Wyatt Langsford. A Jake Brown. You got a Wyatt Langsford. Great young player. How about this? A Prism of Jacob Wilson. Alright, so 2 really nice players right there. Likely Rookie of the Year. And last year was a rookie, and this year having a better season. Alright, much better season. Dave, nice pack. Alright, Jeff, you went with the golden egg. The golden egg, Jeff. How about this? How about the hobby box with a guaranteed autograph rookie? Could have 2 autographs in there, or could have 1 auto and 1 mem. Alright, Jeff, let's do it. Good luck. Put your name on here. 2023 edition hobby pack. At least 1 auto going to be in here. And there will be only 1 auto in here, but there won't be 1 auto and 1 mem. There's a little something different in here. Alright. You have a Chase Davis, a Jacob Gonzalez. Well, look at this. There is a Samuel Louis right there. How about your auto right there is a Travis Honeyman. Travis Honeyman die cut. And then you got some Panini Rewards points here. Panini Rewards. Oops, don't want to don't steal his points. Sorry about that. This code you can look at. So 150 points coming your way there, Jeff. And the auto. Congrats. All right, Jones. this is a different. This one's going to be a little more unique, Jones. There's not one, but 2 packs in here, and one of them is not even going to be sports related. All right. You have a pack of the Falcon Winter Soldier from Upper Deck right there. So we're going to do one of those Marvel packs. And we'll do a Topps 2009 baseball pack. So throw it old school here. Maybe we can pull like a Max Scherzer or something like that. Some guys that are still playing. Not too many are still playing, obviously, from 2009, though. Scotty Rowland, Hall of Famer right there. There's a Jose Valverde. Brandon League. John Lackey. There is a Jeff Markakis. A Alfonso Soriano. Cliff Lee. Hiraki Kurada. There's a Tom Gorzolani. Jared Sotomakia. Jay Bruce. Can you go from Jared Sotomakia to Jay Bruce? What a difference in names right there. And then a little Mike Napoli. Alright, those are your baseball cards. No auto. That's what we're shooting for with those, in my opinion. You like good auto there. Alright, here we go. Here's your Marvel Upper Deck pack. Alright, here's the Falcon Winter Soldier. No treasures. Alright, there's another one. Hey. Wait. Oh, I thought that might be a... And... Alright, so I know you're looking for autos out of these. Or like die cuts and things like that of things from the movie. But that is what you're getting there, Jones. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you. Congrats. Welcome all. You are welcome. Alright, guys. It is time for a little bit of fun here. Alright, these are going to be the divisional breaks tonight. Alright, so for this, it's going to be a mini helmet, and I'm going to have everybody out there in the chat. You're going to give me one NFL division. One NFL division, that's all you guys have to do. Alright, it's going to be for one mini helmet. I have boxes 6 and 7. 6 is on the table, 7 is right behind me. Alright, so 6 and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 times. Box 7, let's swap. Alright, so box 7's coming on. Box 6, not today. Alright, last call on those guesses, because we have in our break Matt with the AFC East, Anthony the AFC North, Wayne Train has the AFC South, Sean the AFC West, Steve the NFC East, Matt the NFC North, Steve the NFC South, and Sean the NFC West. Alright guys, no more guesses. Box 7 sealed up right there. Looking good. We're just going to do one rip. We'll see how it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Tails never fails. Alright, here we go. We have a salute to service, it looks like. AFC West. That's the signature. I'm not sure I know the signature. I definitely don't have it memorized. If anybody out there knows it, let me know. But I love the salute to service helmet line. Alright, and it'll obviously be AFC West, so this will be going out to Sean. Sean, let's see. This is JSA on your authentication. Alright. Sean, let's look this up. Of course, there's a thing in the way, but WB. Wait, is there a card in there? That might be easier to read. Yeah, the card's definitely easier to read. Alright, so WB. Jesus, their card and the thing are both in weird spots. Give me a second, I have to pull this out. Alright, now I can see it without even needing any help. Alright, so we've got WB 552286. Oh, look at that. Sean Merriman. Alright, Sean Merriman, second round draft pick. Same year that they traded, so essentially they traded, so a fun fact, they traded Michael Vick essentially for Drew Brees, Sean Merriman, and LaDainian Tomlinson, if I remember that correctly. So there we go. Sean Merriman. Alright, nice hit. Going out. Sean gets Sean. Look at that. Alright, congrats again, Sean. Alright, let's see who guessed correctly. AFC West. Troy, got you in there. That's the only one I see correctly tonight so far was Troy. Alright, if I missed anybody, just put it in the chat. But if not, let's just move on. Have everybody guess for the next one. It's football still. And we know I only have one full-size football up here from JSA, so it'll be this box here, box 2. So we will be using that box there. So go ahead and put a chat guess in there. Yeah, I like the salute to service lineup. Alright, like I said, box 2, we know it's going to be the one that's currently out there right now. And at the end of these, there'll be 3 boxes out there. 2 hits, 1 whammies. We'll be taking 3 names, so 3 people walking away with a prize. And as of right now, only Troy has a chance. Alright, last call on those guesses. We've got Kelsey with the AFC East, Matt the AFC North, just in time for the AFC South. Stacy's got it going on with the AFC West. Steve the NFC East, David the NFC North, Justin the NFC South, and Dave the NFC West. Alright guys, no more guesses. Box 2, box 2. Alright, let's put that, give it a little tap here. Box number 2, sealed up all the way around. Looking good. We're going to just do a rip it and ship it mode. Ooh, I already can see the team. Now we got to see who the player is. From the Bears, we have a Hall of Fame legendary linebacker, Brian Urlacher. That's a great hit. NFC North on the hit right there. Brian Urlacher. Alright. Nice hit right there. Hall of Famer 2018. Brian Urlacher. Alright, David. Nice hit. Steve, I did not know that fact. Thank you. By the way, that is authenticated by Beckett. Beckett on your authentication on the Urlacher. right. NFC North guesses. Steve's got the guess on that one. And Jeff. So we are adding to the list Troy, Steve, and Jeff. That's it, guys. That's all. All right. Let's go, Jake. Kyle, a little late on that one, unfortunately. Yep, Mike's getting us started here. Active baseball. So you can do for this one, you're going to put in the chat either active baseball, retired baseball, active football, retired football, active basketball, retired basketball, hockey, or other. Alright, let's figure out the 8x10. We have 2 and 6. 2 and 6 in there. It's 2 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, so it's going to be box 6 for the 8x10. So I'm going to grab that. So box 6, so we know that's only box 2 remains. Now we have from this is box 3. Box 3 right there. Alright, so that is box 3. We have a placeholder. We also have 8 and 10 are the last 3 remaining from the case. So 3, 8, and 10. So 3, 7 times. 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7 times. We're going to switch this with box 10, guys. Box number 10. Oh, I have it upside down, but that'll be alright. Box 3 is coming out. Alright, guys, last call on those guesses. We have George with active baseball, Richard with retired baseball, Mark has active football, George has retired football, Mark has active basketball, retired basketball, Jake has hockey, and Mark is going with a little love in the other category. Alright, guys, no more guesses. Box 6. Box 6. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Cool. Hall of Famer. All right, here we go. We have active football player. Active football player. Now, he's in his college uni here. But we have running back from Jacksonville Jaguar fame, Travis Etienne. A little Travis Etienne love right there. Active football going out to Mark. Mark, congratulations. Travis Etienne. Alright, and that's from the 2019 Bowl Championship Series. Etienne, 8x10. Alright, guys, here we go. This is a 16x20. This size is box 10. Box 10. Good luck. Give it a little tap. There we go. Popping out. Alright, we have a baseball player. Ooh, look at that. Hall of Fame closer from the San Diego Padres, Mr. Trevor Hoffman. That's a nice photo right there. One of the all-time great closers right there. This will be in the retired category. So, Richard, nice hit. Trevor Hoffman, Hall of Fame closer. Coming your way, Richard. That's a nice photo right there. Beckett on our authentication. Hall of Fame closer, Trevor Hoffman. White Richard. Yeah, I'd say he's definitely arguably for the second best ever. No, not yet, Em. Alright, so retired baseball and active football for the guesses here. Retired baseball, active football, yeah. Alright, Thomas, I've got you. Steve and Kyle, I've got both of you. Troy, I've got you. Alright, I think that's everybody. I think we are adding Thomas, Kyle, Steve, and Troy. If I missed anybody, let me know. Alright, it is time for this hockey puck. Last one from the series. Last one from the series right here. Puck 19. Puck yeah. Alright, you guys are going to give me an NHL guess. Go ahead, put that in the chat. You're going to say Atlantic, Metro, Central, or Pacific. And we know we're breaking this puck, so go ahead, put your guesses in. I'm going to read off Adam with the Atlantic, Steve with the Metro, Joseph with the Central, and June has the Pacific. Alright guys, no more guesses. Let's do it. No more guesses here. George, I got you. Donald, you're in. Oh, he's on a breakaway. He's gonna take that puck. He shoots, he scores! Alright, guys. Get a little hockey tap. Box number 19. Here, seal it up. All the way. Good luck, guys. There's one flap. There's the other. One cut. Two cuts. It's go time. We have from the Tampa Bay Lightning. What a hit. Victor Hedman. Victor Hedman on the hit right there. It's a great, great pull. Victor Hedman on a Tampa Bay Lightning puck. Oh, I love it. Great player. Alright, so our our Atlantic hit is going out to Adam. Adam, congratulations. Nice pull right there. Little Victor Hedman. Angela, for that, it was retired baseball. It was a retired baseball on the guess. Sorry. Alright, Victor. Alright, so Atlantic guesses. George, your name is getting added. Adam, with the correct guess and the hit. Dave with the correct guess. Steve with the correct guess. Alright, so I have the names I'm adding here are George, Adam, Dave, and Steve. If I miss somebody, let me know. I'm going to put those boxes together real quick right now for you guys. Two hits. One whammy, guys. Two hits, one whammy out there on this one. So, everybody's name is going to go into random.org. There'll be trash, gold, and silver, golden egg. Alright, and the top three names, top three unique names, so if any name repeats, we'll just move down, take a name below that. But top three unique names will get a box of mystery, two hits, one whammy. There's one time, and there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So Steve, George, and Adam. Steve, George, and Adam. You guys on 7 times here will get a box of mystery. Go ahead. I'll let you guys pick whoever picks first, whatever. Steve, George, and Adam, go for it. We have a golden egg, silver box, and trash. All right, Steve. And George, you'll go. George, you didn't get the picks, so you will get the, let's see, you'll get the trash, yeah. Alright, so George, you didn't get the pick, but you know what? I think you'll be okay with this. How about not one, but 2 packs of cards? How about a pack of Topps Chrome 2021 Baseball and a little Contenders Football? Alright, George. 2 packs of glory. Let's do your Contenders Football first. 2022 on the Contenders Football. You have a James Robinson. There's Josh Allen, Jared Goff, Elijah Moore, Cooper Kupp, Mark Andrews. There's a Honey Badger, and it'll end it with a little Geno Smith. Got a couple really good quarterbacks in there. All right, George, here we go. Topps Chrome 2021. This is where it could be at. All right. We have Keston Hiura, a Lucas Giolito, a Kyle Lewis, and then look at that. Edgar Martinez, baseball. Little baseball right there. Edgar Martinez. That's a nice looking card. Alright, George, those cards coming your way. Alright, who got the next one? George got those. Alright, then silver. Alright, so George got trash. Wait, hold on. Steve, which one did Steve go with? Steve, I'm going gold. Alright, gold to Steve. So that means silver went to Adam. Silver went to Adam. Adam, look at that. You are getting 40 cocktail, look at this, 40 cocktail napkins, Flamingos for the season. Flamingos for the win. Congratulations, Adam. Cocktails. Do 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 do. Whammy. All right, Steve, you got the golden egg. Inside the golden egg, how about a pack of Prism basketball? 24, 25 Prism basketball cards. Let's do it. All right, Prism basketball, 24, 25. Little Dirk Nowitzki. Mark Williams. Look at that, Steph Curry right there. Dominant Steph Curry. Nice looking card. And a Duncan Robinson. The newest Detroit Piston right there, Duncan Robinson. But look at here, Steph Curry. Got a Hall of Famer right there. And then a couple guys that just changed uniforms. Mark Williams and Duncan Robinson just changed uniforms this summer. Alright, guys. You guys are all welcome. Alright, I'm going to go in real quick to show you what's out there. If you guys enjoyed the breaks, feel free to share. Make sure, that everybody has Dad Bucks rewards. You're signed up for that. It's a free program. You'll get points towards giveaways and then discounts. And then also the referral program, which you can get $20 for each person that you refer. Alright, so we have that. So make sure that if you like the breaks, share that with somebody else you might know that might like it. I love to build the community, as always. So thank you. Alright, so what's out there? Single box, single gold rush mini helmet plus 2 jersey box break. So this is a 3-box break. We have the Panthers and the Saints. Just the Panthers and Saints. So 2 teams remaining. In the basketball break, there are 2 boxes. 1 gold rush basketball, 1 gold rush jersey. We have the Cavs. We have the Pistons. We have the Pacers. The Kings and the Raptors available. So it looks like we have about 5 spots remaining in the basketball break. Centennial. This is one Centennial. So it's going to be a pretty big monster slab, or at least a huge hit rate potential with this. 1 autograph jersey, 1 autograph photo. We're going to have a Duke football. And then it looks like everything else is sold out at this point. So Duke football, 1 autograph, authentic Duke football. We have the Carolina Panthers, the New York Jets, and the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like the Titans are the best value in this break, but that's just me. Alright, so those are the spots that remain at this time. Give me a moment. We'll do this break. I just got to update the Red Sox and the Blue Jays spots. A little baseball action for you on this one here. Alright, so Blue Jays and Red Sox. And for this, I'm going to have everybody out there, you were going to put on one line. You were going to give me 3 Major League Baseball players. 3 players, guys. If it comes out of this box here, you are going to get a box of mystery. There'll be no whammies, and one person's going to have a chance at a big autograph photo. Alright, so Troy, let me get your name in there, by the way. Alright, so we have box 2 on the table. We got to figure out which box we're going to use. 2, 3, and 4, actually, the possibilities here. 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so 2, 3, and 4. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So box 2, the guy that's currently out there, sticking with what's good. And then let's refresh this so Troy's name can join the party. Alright, guys. We have Adam with the Diamondbacks, June with the Braves, Justin with the Orioles, Troy's got the Bo Sox, Justin, Tom for the Cubs and the White Sox, Matt's got the Reds and the Guards, Adam's got the Rockies, June's got the Tigers, Dwayne Train with the Astros, Troy's got the Royals, Case has the Hits with the Angels and the Dodgers, Adam's got the Marlins, Larry's got the Brewers and the Twins, Adam's got the Mets, Larry's got the Yanks, Zachary's got the A's, Jake has the Phillies and the Pirates, David with the Packers, Zachary's got the Giants, David with the M's, Troy has the Cardinals, Larry with the Rays, Wayne Train with the Rangers, Troy's got the Blue Jays, and Justin's hitting it with the Nats. Alright, guys, no more guesses here. Alright, let's get our championship ring out there for a little good luck here. Championship! Glitz and glamour. Alright, box two. See that seal? It's delightful. Secondary seal is down below that. Alright, hey, what up, Joe? I got you in there and Joseph Robson. I got Joe Robson and Joseph Robinson. Got you both in there. Alright, guys, there's our seal. I see the number 1. I see the number 3. I see a huge hit. We pulled his brother earlier, but this is much bigger. This is Ronald Acuna Jr. Look at that for the Atlanta Braves. June, monster hit right there. Ronald Acuna Jr. JSA authenticated. Big hit right there. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Bravos. Now the question, do we have anybody guess Acuna? Alright, I see Kyle. I'm gonna have to go through this again with a fine-tooth comb, but I see Kyle's got it. Stan Musial. Alright, so Kyle. If I'm not mistaken, I think Kyle's the only one. If I missed somebody's name on there, let me know. But the only one I saw for sure was Kyle's name. Alright, Kyle, as promised, no whammies for this. No whammies. You know what, Kyle? We're gonna do this. Yep, maybe we'll do that. If I can find the lid. Alright, Kyle. In one of these boxes is a koozie. If you find the box that has a koozie in it, you will get a autographed 8x10 Gold Rush photo. Alright, the other two are the same exact item, so there's two of the exact same item, and one of them has a koozie, which would mean an autographed photo. Alright, Kyle, go ahead and make your selection. We have Red Babes, we have Police, and we have Silver Babes. Going with the Silver Babes. All right, Kyle. That means you passed up on the Red Babes, and unfortunately, the Red Babes had the koozie. All right, so that was the autographed photo. So you missed out on that. All right, you passed up on the Police. The Police had a hobby pack. 1 and 2 had an auto or mem card in that. All right. I'm going to tell you right now, this also had a hobby pack with an auto or mem in it. So, 1 and 2, chance of an auto or mem. So that's the one you're going to get. Let's see if we can pull you a dandy. Alright, Kyle. How about a... There's something there. I think we might have an auto here. Miles Gordon. Jordan Hicks right there. A little Jordan Hicks. Nice picture. A autographed rookie of Tyler White. Tyler White from the Houston Astros. He made it to the big show. Brian Hudson. And AJ Minter. AJ Minter, familiar name to some. But Jordan Hicks right there. And Tyler White. Alright, Kyle, those cards coming your way. As always, you're welcome. Alright, guys. Let me see where I stand on some stuff here. Alright, give me about 2 minutes just to get caught up in the orders that have come in since we started at 10 o'clock. How about that? That sound fair to everybody? About 2 minutes. I just want to get caught up on these orders, and then we'll do our next break. Alright. Alright, so Troy has the Commanders. I think Troy with the Commanders. Jake has the Arizona Cardinals. Joseph has the Falcons. A lot of people grabbing those spots that were up there very shortly from the unpaid buyer. Seahawks going out to Steve. Joseph also buying the Bears in the other break. Steve has the Jags. Joseph with the Blitz break spot for Joseph. If you're looking for any spots out there, there are a few on dad-breaks.com. If you're just joining, thank you and welcome. Hopefully you enjoy the breaks, have some fun in here. Alright, Matt, I've got you in the Blitz break tonight. Also in 4 Centennial spots there. 2, 3, and 4. Got you with the Chiefs and the Titans. Kevin, what up, Kevin? Back in the action here. Kevin's got 3 Blitz break spots. 3. Mike has a Blitz break spot. Kelsey with the Falcons tonight. Also has the Marlins and the Sixers. Jesse with the Colts. A Blitz and the Ravens. Mike, I've got you. Mike with a Blitz spot. And the Brownies. Alright. Caden back in the action. Caden, I might need to reach out to you. I had a package come back to me today. Literally just got back to me today, Caden, so I might have to get a correct address for you. Alright. Jets. It was just like packs of cards, but still want to get that, make sure I have the right address for if you get a big hit or anything. Kevin. Got you closing out the Blitz break. Thomas with a couple basketball spots. The Kings and the Rap Show. Thank you, Thomas. Steve jumping in with the Cleveland Cavs. And last but not least, guys, Jake here. Couple spots in the Centennial. So just 4 spots, it looks like, left in the Centennial. Alright, guys. I'm going to do something. Let's do the Funko break. We'll have to get a new case out there, but that's okay. Let's have some fun here with some Funkos. One Funko. We know it's going to be this photo. It's photo number 2. And then we're going to have to get the case out for the jersey. Go ahead and put in the chat one letter from the alphabet. That's all you have to do. One letter from the alphabet. We'll put all these things to the side. Because we got a big mama right here. Alright. I'm about to give birth to the jersey. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 at the top, 6 in the bottom. Well, gotta put every other number in there, though. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4, guys. Box number 4. Alright, so box 4. 1, 2, 3. This is number 4. And do this guy right here. So we'll just place it right there. Alright, so we know this jersey, this photo. We don't know which Funko. We have box 1 on the table. We have every number but 2 from the case. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4 here, guys. Box 4. Alright, box 4. Box Uno coming out. Alright, so let's go in. Let's do this break right here. If you guys have questions, let me know. Make sure you put in the chat just 1 letter from the alphabet, though. Alright, we'll call last guesses on those letters, too, by the way. Alright, let's go in. Let's figure out what letter everybody's going to get. This was the 7th time. David would have the letter A. George would have the letter Z, but we're going to mix things up and see what it be. Maybe. Okay, technology. There we go. 5 times there's 6. 1 more makes it 7. Alright, Charlene's going to have the letter A, and June's going to have the letter Z. Alright, guys, let me go in. We'll paste these and give it a refresh. Alright, Charlene, you have the letter A. George, the letter B. Sean, the letter C. George has D and E. Jake has F. Sean has G. Adam has H. George has I and J. Jeff has K. George has L. Thea in the house here. David's beloved has the M. David has the letter N. George has O, P, Q, and R. Jake has the letter S. George has T. Sean has U. George has V. Charlene has W. George has X. Jake has Y. And June's got the letter Z. Alright, we're calling no more guesses here. Alright, let's get that pizza back out there. Box 2, last one from that case. Box 2 would be a rip right along like that. We have, look at that, Wilbert McClure. Wilbert McClure right there. Team USA, Beckett authenticated. Wilbert McClure. All right, so Wilbert, that'll be the letter M. The letter M. Team USA, Wilbert McClure. Wilbert McClure died 2020. What year was he a USA boxer? 1960 Olympics. So this is from the 1960 Olympics there, right next to Muhammad Ali. Wilbur McClure, I think, is the one on the far right, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Alright, so let me mark that down. McClure. Going out to Thea. Alright, Jersey 4, guys. Jersey 4. Give it a little tap from the pizza. Sealed up all the way. Alright, secondary seals right there. I see the number 9. The number 9. Alright, look at that. The letter P. How about this? Hall of Famer from the San Antonio Spurs. France's beloved Tony Parker. Tony Parker. That's a nice hit for George right there. Beckett on the authenticated. Point guard Tony Parker. Alright, yeah. There you go. Beckett and nice little silver auto. He was a fun player for sure. Alright, guys. Box 4 for the Funko right here. Alright, secondary seal. It's shiny. Maybe. There we go. Ooh. I think we have pulled this one. I'm not positive though. Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we have. How about this from The Exorcist, Linda Blair. Linda Blair going out to George. The letter B. Linda Blair from The Exorcist. There we go. Letter B. Linda Blair. I don't know if it, I don't think it was this Funko though. I think we pulled one of her throwing up or spewing. If I'm not mistaken. Quote me if I'm wrong, but I think if we pulled it, it was a different Funko. Even has an inscription on that one. Steve, seriously. Alright, congrats. Alright, George and Thea. And then we have BMP, so it sounds like a baseball bat company. BMP for the correct letter guesses. Alright, so let me grab everybody that put guesses in. Two hits, one whammy in the giveaway here. So it'll be B, M, and P. All right, I have Kevin, Kyle, Jake, Kelsey, Thomas, and Jesse. So if your name start with a K or a J, you were doing pretty good. Thomas, he's like, well, me too. All right, so if I miss anybody, let me know. Kevin, Kyle, Jake, Kelsey, Thomas, and Jesse. Let me know if I missed anybody. I'm gonna go grab the. It's gonna be 3 boxes, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, so we will have trash, gold, and sharks. Alright, 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Jesse! Alright, Jesse. You are going to get to pick a box of mystery here, Jesse. Would you like to go with the shark, the gold, or the trash? 2 hits, 1 whammy. Going with the shark. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Alright, you passed up on the trash. And in the trash was a pack of Prism basketball draft picks, so we missed out on that. Then you passed up on the gold. Inside the gold, how about not all whammies are created equal? This one is a Funko of Coach Kilmer. Coach Kilmer, a little Varsity Blue love right there. So Coach Kilmer from Varsity Blues. Alright, so we missed out on Coach Kilmer. Alright, Jesse. Hope you like a little baseball, because you just got yourself a Donruss Jumbo 30-card pack of baseball right here. Let's see if we can pull you some sweet cards here. Alright, Jesse. 30-card Jumbo Donruss baseball pack. Let's do it. Colton Wong. Enrique Donkamikike Hernandez. Salvi. Jonathan India. Alex Bregman. Julio Arias. Joey Votto. Anthony Descafina. Logan Gilbert. Will, I'm going to hit you, Smith. Manny Machado. Alex Verdugo. Tyler O'Neill. Brady Singer. Casey Demise. Ivan Rodriguez. Pudge. Alex Manoa. There's a Diamond King of Josh Donaldson. Aaron Ashby. There's Ichi. Not Ichiro, but Ichi. That's probably a parallel of Tony Santillan. There's a Cedric Mullins. Glenn Otto. Ronald Acuna Jr. Jackson Kawhi. Here's a numbered card, a short print of Jake McCarthy, a nice Diamondback rookie right there. Short print. Here's a guy about to get traded real soon, IKF on a parallel. Alex Verdugo. Eli Morgan, rated rookie parallel. And how about, look at that. The hit list. That's a nice looking Bo Bichette right there. That's a really nice looking card. Alright, guys. Congrats going out to Jesse on the little giveaway. You are absolutely welcome. David Woo! With the Detroit Pistons. Detroit basketball. Give me 1 second here, just getting caught up on a couple of the orders. Steve with the Cavs. Did I put that in? I did. And Dave, Jake, I got those. Alright, guys. Real quick, I'm just going to go over this real quick. Not going to take much of your time. Spots that do remain out there. We have in tonight's break, we have the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Basketball, we just have the Pacers. That's it, guys. Just the Pacers at this point. The defending non-champions. Close, though. Just a few. I think we have 4 Centennial spots. And then in the Duke football, we have just the Panthers, the Jets, and the Titans. Alright, guys. That's all that remains tonight in any of our breaks. With all of that said, let's do a full-size helmet. Not 1 full-size helmet. Let's do 2. 2 helmets, I should say. Not 2 full-size, but 2 helmets. One of them would be full-size. Alright, for this, I'm going to have everybody out there. This is 1 authentic full-size helmet and 1 mini helmet. In the chat, you guys are going to give me, all you have to do, give me 2 NFL teams. If either team you give me comes out of either box, you get a box of mystery. One of those items that will be a box in the box of mystery is going to be a big one. We're going to do a chance for a 2017 jumbo pack with a chance again at that Mahomes rookie, maybe even a Mahomes auto. How sick would that be? Alright, we have box 11 and box 69. Alright, 11, 69. Hey, if you turn those numbers upside down, they both are the same. Just saying. Don't see that every day. There's 5 times. There's 6 and 7 times. Box 11, the one that's out there, staying with what's good. Alright, Steve has the Cardinals. William has the Falcons. Matt has the Ravens. Rick has the Buffalo Bills. We've got Steve with the Carolina Panthers. Case doing the Bears. Matt with the Bungles. Mike's got the Brownies. Jared with the Boys. Steve's got the Broncos. Joshua looking to hit with the Lions. Larry's got the Pack Attack. Rick with the Texans. Justin Time with the Colts. June with the Jags. Matt with the Chiefs. Case with the Raiders. Justin with the Chargers. Rick with the Rams. Justin with the Dolphins. Sarah's got the Vikes. Mike's got the Pats. Sarah with the Saints. Justin with the G-Man. David's got the Jets. Steve has the Fly Eagle Fly. Joshua with the Steelers and the Niners. Steve with the Seahawks. Justin with the Bucks. Case has the Titans. And Dave sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. I'm calling this here. No more guesses. Good luck, guys. Box 11. Box 11. Dialed up. Alright, we have box 11 right here. Sealed up. It's glory. It's looking good. Alright, box 11. There's our secondary seal right there. There's 1 time. There's 2. Give that a pop up. And we'll go across for number 3. Authenticity info. Alright. This is a famous name. Real famous name. Some of you... Oh, the guy that hit this, he's going to be going bananas here in a few minutes. Just going to say that. You're about to go bananas. Alright. We have a Philadelphia Eagle. Future Hall of Famer. on the look at this, Jason Kelsey on the authentic full size Salute to Service. That's an awesome hit, Steve. What a hit. What a hit. Alright, I'm marking that down for the Eagles. Alright, I am going to give you a better look at that here in a minute, Steve. But we got to show the mini helmet off first. Our mini helmet, that is who I think it is. No, it's not. I thought it might be Anthony Richardson. But we have a Indianapolis Colt here. This is Adonai Mitchell. Alright, defensive back, if I'm not mistaken. Adonai Mitchell coming out of there. That says Lunar Eclipse. I'm telling you right now, that's not Lunar Eclipse. The Colts have a white helmet. It's Fanatics authenticated, but I don't think that's a Lunar Eclipse. If so, that's a bad way to do Lunar Eclipse considering they have white helmets to begin with. But Adonai Mitchell going out to the Colts. Alright, that is Justin. Alright, let me just mark that down. I'll give you guys better looks here. Alright. This again, Fanatics authenticated. Adonai Mitchell. And then here's a better look at your Jason Kelsey. Authentic full size. Salute to Service. And this, by the way, PSA on your authentication. Really nice. It's what they call a banger. Yeah, my full-size helmets are definitely my showcase pieces on my displays for sure. Jerseys are nice for hallways. At least that's how I do it. Alright, guys. Colts and Eagles. Colts and Eagles for the W here. Joseph Robinson with the Colts. I don't see a single Eagles guess. Am I wrong? I think Joseph Robinson is the only correct guess. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Joseph, you'll be the only one going here for the big time potential giveaway. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, oh, Angela picked Colts. Alright, sorry. So it'll be you two going after this. Alright, perfect. Give me a second, I'll get you guys. I'll get you two squared away here in a moment. Alright, Angela versus Joseph. Thank you, guys. So, Joseph and Angela. Colts. Alright, 7 times. Top name gets the box of mystery. We have a shark, we have a gold, and we have a flower. There's 5 times, there's 6, and 7 times. Joseph Robinson. Alright, Joseph. You are going to get a box of mystery. Alright. Here they are. Joseph, there is a shark, gold, and we have the flowers. 2 hits, one whammy. Going with the shark. Dude. Alright, Joseph, that means you passed up on the whammy. You passed up on the whammy. Inside of here, I was about to propose. Some poop! You would have had your very own poopable, proposable, just for you whammy. Alright, so you missed out on that. Alright, then you also passed up on the golden box. Unfortunately, in the golden box was the big one, the 2017 Donruss Elite Chance at the Mahomes rookie right there. So we missed out on that, so sorry about that. Alright, so the wild card coming out of here is a Chronicles 2022 Fanatics pack. So Fanatics edition pack here from Chronicles. Alright, so 7 cards. See if we can get you a Brock Purdy rookie. That's the big chase. Alright, Kenneth Walker rookie, not bad. There's a Kayvon Thibodeau. Deshaun. Tom, just Tom Brady. There's a Wan'Dale Robinson. We have an Ahmad Sauce Gardner rookie right there. Nice looking card. It's a great pack here. And a Drake London clear. Vision. Got some really good rookies in there. Not bad, Joseph. Those cards coming your way. You are welcome. Alright, give me a second here. Just catch up. Joseph, we got your order in. Let me put that. Joseph Robson. Alright, guys. A lot of breaks I can't do yet, just because we have like 1 or 2 spots still available. If anybody's interested in them. That said, I can do the baseball bat break, so we'll do it. Let's clear the table with the baseball bats. Alright, so we'll clear the baseball table bats. Alright, we know we're going to be using these 2 Fanatics baseballs. Baseball 1, baseball 3, okay? We don't know what bat we're going to use. We have bat 1 on the table. Alright, looks like I have every number but 3 from the case. So 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Alright, so 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. 7 times. 1 time, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 4 for the bat. Alright, coming on here is box number 4. Coming off box 1. Alright, so that's going to leave us in this position where I got to remind you this break is slightly different than any other break I'll be doing all night. Alright, so here I am. The big difference is important. This break has one major rule unique to this specific break. The baseballs will be awarded to the team designated by the team on the checklist provided by Fanatics. So, Juan Soto is a Yankees hit, but Cody Bellinger is a Cubs hit for the baseballs. For the bats, we will use our traditional team and games played rules as provided. So, these checklists are what we'll use as reference if we're unsure what team it would go to, just as a reminder. Alright, for the baseball, not for the bat. Alright, what I'm going to have everybody do in the chat, you're going to do what we always do. You're going to give me 4 baseball players on one line. 4 players, one line. If you correctly guess a player coming out of any of the 3 boxes, you will get a box of mystery, and there will be no whammies in those boxes. Alright guys, real quick while you guys put those out there. Spots available, mini helmet and 2 jersey break. We have just at this point the Panthers and the Saints. Basketball, 2 box break, 1 basketball, 1 jersey. We have the Pacers, that's it. Just the Pacers, I think. Were the Wizards available? Nope, yeah, just the Pacers. Centennial, there are 3 spots remaining in the Centennial. 1 monster card, like when I say monster card, 1 jersey, and 1 photo. And then we have the Blitz, not the Blitz, the Duke autograph football, authentic football. And at this point we have the Panthers, the Jets, the Titans. What's the Titans? The Titans are $18. I'm telling you right now, there's some monster hits for the Titans. And one of them happens to be a Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry co-signed ball. Alright. That's a look at what is out there. Alright guys, in this break, we've got Adam with the Diamondbacks. Matt has the Braves. Jones has the O's. Matthew's got the Bo Sox. David's got the Cubbies. Williams got the White Sox. David's got the Reds. Joseph with the Guardians of the Galaxy. Sean's got the Rockies. David's got his Tigers. Larry's got the Astros. Mark has the Royals. June with the Angels in the outfield. Bradley in the action with the Dodgers. Kelsey's got the Marlins. Mark has the Brewers. Jeff has the Twins. Adam has the Mets. Case with the Yanks. Larry's got the A's. Matthew's got the Phillies. Just in time for the Pirates. Thea with the Padres. We've got Zachary with the Giants. Matt with the M's. Troy with the Cards. Mark has the Rays. Jared with the Rangers. Jeff has his Jays. And Justin with the Nets. Alright guys, I'm calling no more guesses here. Yeah, Thomas is absolutely a mover and shaker, I agree. Alright guys, good luck. Box number 1. Box number 1. We're going to use future Pirate Hall of Famer, not Major League Baseball Hall of Famer, but Pirates Hall of Famer, Andrew McCutchen. He'll be on the wall at PNC Park. At least until they throw it in a dumpster like they did with all the other names that were on walls. But that's not for here or there. Alright. Very cool box here. Very cool box. We'll take that, pull that this way. Here we go. Fanatics Authenticated Baseball. Let's see the name here. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I would say the most famous player in team history. It is a Hall of Famer. He's synonymous with this team when you think of this team. Fanatics Authenticated, Major League Baseball. How about Hall of Famer Todd Helton? Todd Helton right there. Guys, we have a Colorado Rocky Hall of Fame Cooperstown baseball right there. That's awesome. Colorado Rockies on the board. Todd Helton. All right, Sean. Nice hit. Many Hilton guesses. That's a tough one, but that's a good one if you guessed it. Alright guys, a little Kutch love for box 3. Kutch played in the same era as Helton. Granted, Helton's career ended, well, Kutch's was kind of beginning, but absolutely an overlap. Alright, here we go. This was the last one in this, I think I have a couple more baseballs, but the last one from this series, this selection. Alright. See the name here. Ooh, this guy has been getting it rough this year. The hometown fans have been giving this guy a little bit of His problem is his batting average. He's a very young shortstop, but the locals. He's a local, but the locals are beginning on their local. All right, Fanatics Authenticated, Rawlings Major League Authenticated Baseball. There goes Andrew McCutcheon. From the New York Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Anthony Volpe right there. Nate, and a career Hall of Famer too. Career player with one team. They also have Larry Walker, a Hall of Famer too. Obviously not one team though. All right, Case, congratulations. Jay, they sure do. They sure do. All right, guys. Let's do it. Box 4. Alright, so this is the side they want us to open. It's also the barrel, but it's how they did it on this box, so let's do it. Box number 4. Kutch, let's pull a banger here, Kutch. Let's go. Maybe. Rawlings Authenticated Baseball Bat. I'm going to have to look up that signature, I feel like. There's the signature. I really don't know this one. Does anybody know it? I'll give you one more look right there. It's Beckett on the authentication. I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, Thomas, the Rockies can't even win a baseball draft lottery. Next year they're exempt from having a top selection even because of the way the bargain agreement worked out. Alright, Beckett authentication on our kit here. Alright, so I gotta read around the tape. Alright, so we've got 2W8. 2W8. 10904. 10904. Alright, so we got 39769. Pedro Guerrero. Alright, Pedro Guerrero signed it in March of this year. I believe, I'll put it in the chat here, but I believe we're going to have a Dodger. Look at that, Dodger right there. Could be a Cardinal, but I think it'll be Dodger. Oh, yep, no doubt about it. Not even, well, double the games, but statistically not even close. He was close to the MVP. I don't think he ever won it though. Nope, third place is as close. He actually, for a guy, he was third in the MVP race with a WAR of only 1.9. He wasn't the glove that he was at that point in his career though. Alright guys. So Pedro Guerrero for the Dodgers. Bradley, congratulations Bradley. Well, Dodger love, Pedro Guerrero. You know, it's kind of similar to Dawson. Dawson's a straight line, but Dawson has a gap between the P and the Pedro and the Guerrero start. So I knew it wasn't Dawson, but it is. Dawson would have been a great guess though, because looking at it, definitely has those vibes. All right, Bradley, congrats. All right, did we have anybody with the correct guess? Guerrero's will be tough, but Volpe or Helton? Nobody with the correct guess. All right. That's all right. Everybody that put a guess in is going to get put into random.org, and 50-50 chance here. Or not 50-50. The person will get a choice. They'll tell me left or right. Left or right. We'll do a hobby pack. Hobby pack, one out of every two has an auto or a mem card in it. So why not? We'll do that. So all you have to do is put a guess in and you'll have a chance. No whammy. Alright, there's going to be, as long as it was an actual guess, it'll count. So like, I agree Angela would not count. But and names, only names would count. So like George's with this, but and Jones would. But like ones that are coming up like a blank, like Dad breaks, that won't count. It has to be the name. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Thomas. Oh wait, that's not a guess. And this is not a guess. It's gonna be Jake. Jake. This was a guess, but it's not the name. That's what I was going for. So Jake, it is going to be Jake. Jake, you're going to tell me left or right. Left or right, Jake. All right, you got it. We'll take the right one out. All right, 50-50 chance here in an auto or mem. All right, Jarrell Cotton. He was a big prospect, former A, if I'm not mistaken. It says Los Angeles. He was in a big trade, though. Went to the A's. You have Mauricio Dubon, right there. You have an international. There's no auto in here. International Pride. That is Magnerius Sierra. I think he might be related to Ruben Sierra, if I'm not mistaken. Richie Martin and Tyler Stevenson. All right, so we have a few names: Mauricio Dubon, Jarrell Cotton, and Tyler Stevenson. All guys that made it to the majors. Nothing huge, but Tyler Stevenson, nice hitting catcher when he's on. All right, guys, congrats again. You are welcome. All right, Charlene and Jesse with a couple spots here. Let me put those in. Jesse with the Jets. All right, so Jesse, you've got the Jets in the action. So only the Titans and the Panthers remain. Charlene got 2 spots in the Centennial, so only one Centennial spot remains. Tonight. So coming down close on those spots. All right, so we're gonna do the Blitz break next. We'll do the Blitz box. Normally I end the night with that, but why not? We'll do the Blitz box next. Just a reminder. I do have 4 breaks with spots still available out there. We have just the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints on the mini helmet. We just have the Pacers in the basketball break. Just the Indiana Pacers in the basketball break. In the Centennial, we have 1 spot remaining. Just 1 spot remains in Centennial. And then in the Duke football, we have the Panthers and the Titans. Carolina Panthers and the Tennessee Titans. That's it, guys. That's all that remains for tonight. But you know what? It's time to get the Blitz box out there. Let's do it. Blitz box. All right, for this, everybody out there, all you have to do is give me one NFL team. One NFL team. Put that in the chat. If the team you give me comes out of the box, you are going to get a box of mystery for yourself. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery. We know it's going to be this box right here. This one, second box from the case. So it'll be this guy right here. What we don't know is what team everybody's going to have. These are just temporary teams. So you're going to put in the chat right now one NFL team. And I'm going to figure out what team you guys are going to get in the break. All right, 7th time. If this was the 7th time, David would have the Arizona Cardinals and Kevin would have the Washington Commanders, but let's mix it up. Trades are welcomed if they want to go down. There's 4 times. 5, 6, one more makes it 7. All right, June, you're going to have the Arizona Cardinals and Caden, the Washington Commanders. All right, so those are how those line up. I'm going to paste them in. We'll now refresh. All right, guys. June has the Cardinals. Jake has the Falcons. Steve with the Ravens. Juan's got the Buffalo Bills. Mark has the Carolina Panthers. Thea has the Bears. We've got Kevin with the Bungles. Jeff with the Brownies. Adam's got the Boys. Kevin's got the Broncos. Larry's got the Lions. Adam's got the Packers. Jake has the Texans. Charlene has the Colts. David B with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just in time for the Kansas City Chiefs. Jake has the Raiders. Mike has the Chargers. Matt has the Rams. Jake has the Dolphins. Kevin has the Vikings. Matthew with the Patriots. Mike B with the Saints. Jeff with the New York Football Giants. Joseph with the New York Jets. Jesse with the Fly Eagle Fly. Mike has the Steelers. David J with the 49ers. Mark has the Seahawks. Charlene with the Bucks. Kevin with the Titans. And Caden's on the commode. Alright, so I'm going to call the no more guesses, and now I want to find out, does anybody want to make a trade? Any trade options out there? I'll give you guys about 20 seconds to discuss that. And while you guys discuss that, I'll just get caught up in the couple orders that came in. Joseph and Steve. You guys both closed ones down. So Steve got the Panthers. Did that close that down? Nope, still the Saints in that one. And then Joseph, you closed down. Thank you so much, Joseph. You closed down the Centennial. All right. Give me a second here. Alright, so I'm caught up. Alright, I'd deal Ravens for Eagles, Jets up for trade, Colts for Steelers, Jets for Giants. Alright, so Joe. Joe has the Jets. Alright, so the Jets are getting traded for the Giants. Alright, so Mike, you are trading the Steelers for the Colts. Alright. Alright, so Colts are going to trade for the Steelers, and Jets are going to trade for the Giants. Alright, let me go ahead and make these deals. And then Mike is getting the Colts. Charlene is getting the Steelers. Alright. I think that's everything. Alright, we'll refresh off of those being the trades. Alright, there we go. That is the updated list. Mike now has the Colts. Charlene has the Steelers. And then Joseph has the Giants. And Jeff has the Jets. Alright, guys. Good luck. We'll call no more trades. No more guesses. We'll get the... Yeah, you know what? Let's take the pizza out there. Take the pie out and get it going. Alright, this is a fresh box. It looks like a case, but it's a box with four items in it. there's a specialty item in here. A specialty item. Oh, all right, we'll go through this. We'll start out with the football. All right, we have Hall of Fame tight end from the from the Chargers, from the Los Angeles Chargers / he played for Los Angeles and San Diego. We have Antonio Gates. Now they do deflate these on purpose, so they fit in the box. Just a heads up, that ball is deflated on purpose. All right, so Antonio Gates going out to the Chargers. All right, Mike, congratulations. All right, our next item is a very unique item in the sense that great player, but barely played for this team. Unbelievable player at the height of his career, though. How about this? Miami Dolphin wide receiver. Yes, Miami Dolphin wide receiver. Odell Beckham Jr. Odell Beckham Jr. Beckett authenticated. Miami Dolphin on the hit there. All right, so that's going out to Jake. Jake, congratulations. That's a unique piece right there. All right, next one is a fun one. All right, these are autographed shoes. We have a pair of spikes from Reebok, autographed by Hall of Fame, and these are NFL equipment spikes here. Autographed by Hall of Famer Earl Campbell. Earl Campbell on these Reebok shoes. Autographed. This is anti-friction lining on these shoes. Earl Campbell, JSA on the authentication. This is a Tennessee Titans / Houston Oiler hit. Earl Campbell. Congratulations, Kevin. Alright, so these spikes, Earl Campbell, NFL equipment, Reeboks, nice pull. Alright. Here we go. It is a photo. Alright, we have a photo alert. Alright, guys. Let's give it a tap. Here we go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Quarterback. Alright, sealed up. Let's go. Let's do it. One cut. There's two. Give it a pop up. Maybe. That's three. Oh, Hall of Fame legend right there. This was a trade, guys. From the New York Giants. New York Giants Hall of Famer, Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor right there. That is sick. Look at that LT. That is JSA on the authentications on the LT. New York Giants going out to Joseph. Joseph, congratulations. Alright, so we have the Chargers, Antonio Gates, going out to Mike. Dolphins, Odell Beckham Jr., going out to Jake. New York Giants LT going out to Joseph. And Tennessee Titans Earl Campbell going out to Kevin. Alright, guys. Who gave those guesses? Any of those teams for giveaways? Alright, so Thomas is going to get a giveaway. George is going to get a giveaway. I think. Jake, I just saw the Fitzmagic comment. Sorry, I missed that. I think it's just Thomas and George. Did I miss anybody? Alright, I don't think I missed anybody, so we'll put 3 boxes out there. We'll do no whammies. Three boxes, no whammies. How about that? So I had Thomas and I had George. Alright, guys. We have the Flowers, Gold, and Shark. George and Thomas, go ahead and make whichever selection you want. You can have. You guys still have a few spots on the site if anybody's interested in grabbing one. Alright, Thomas is going with Gold. George is going with Flowers. Alright, you guys both passed up on the Shark. Alright, inside of the Shark was the big one, guys. The big one that was the 2017 Jumbo Pack with the chance at the Mahomes rookie. So we missed out on the big one there. Alright, George went with Flowers. Alright, George, your Flowers are going to get you a pack of Contenders. Alright, let's see what's coming out of Contenders for you, George. There's a Baker, Darius Toney, Zeke, Matty Ice, Kyler, Mac Jones, Cordell Patterson, and a MVP contender and winner, Lamar Jackson. Alright, George, those are your cards. Congrats, thank you. Alright, Thomas. Thomas, this is what we call a true wild card. A true wild card. Alright, Thomas, you have an Illumination pack here. Alright, Illumination! Alright, Trayshawn Holden. Spencer Rattler. There is a Connor Bazelak. Graham Mertz. Austin Stogner. Jeff Sims. There's a CJ Stroud rookie. There you go. There you go. And a Keyshawn Butte. But look at that CJ Stroud. Nice rookie pull right there. Alright, Thomas, a little love for that. You guys are welcome. Alright. we've got a fun one here. Centennial. All right, guys. For the Centennial, it's football. We're loading up with some football here. You guys are going to give me on one line three NFL players. Three NFL players, one line. If the player you give me comes out of any of these three boxes, you'll get a box of mystery and there'll be no whammies. How about that? Three players, one line. All right, we figure out each one of these boxes, and then we'll refresh those names there in a second. All right, for the jersey, we know it's going to be the jersey. No, it could be jersey 2 or 5. So let's figure that out. 2 or 5. 2 and 5. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So box 2, the one that's out there, that's the jersey that we'll use. All right. Then for the photos, we have every number but the number 3, it looks like. Every number but 3. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 9. Box 9 is going to be this one. So that is box 9 right there. Crush that off on the cheat sheet. Alright, Centennial. 6, 7, 8. We have on the table box number 2. Then we also have 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so 2, 6, 7, 8, 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8. Box number 8. Alright. This guy. Not that. Alright, now we gotta figure out our list. Now, I know that not all the names are showing on the screen right there. That'll be alright. I'll show you them here. And there are 26 of them. Alright, so there's the names. If this was a 7th time, Larry would have the letter A. Joseph would have the letter R, the letter Z, but it's not. And we're going to refresh this. The 26 names will get going. 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Joseph, you're going to have the letter A. Larry will have the letter Z. Alright, we'll copy those. I'll paste them in. I'll hit refresh, and we'll see who's going to everybody. Alright. Joseph, you have the letter A. Sean, the letter B. Matt, the letter C. Jake, the letter D. Justin has the letter E. Matt has the letter F. Carl has the letter G. Caden, the letter H. Matt has I. Jake has J. Troy has K. Matt has L. Jake has M and N. Joseph has O. Matt has P. June has Q. Matt has R and S. Larry's got T. Sean has U. Charlene has V. Mark has W. Jake has X. Charlene has Y. Larry has the Z's. Yeah, Jake, I decided to do this one differently. Sorry. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. Alright, we'll start out with the photo. This was box 10. Let's give it some magic. It was asked for and I missed it last time. Let's give it magic now. Get some magic powers going. A little beer juice. A little slurp. Alright, box 9. Our seal going across, maybe. Look at that. We've got Kyle Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk. All right, so Kyle Juszczyk, a little juice right there. The letter J, Kyle Juszczyk. Jake, there you go, Kyle Juszczyk. Definitely the best fullback in the NFL, bar none. Beckett on our authentication. Kyle, I've got a hot wife, Juszczyk. All right, box number 2. All right, beer juice all over that. Right there's that seal. Secondary seal. Time to cut it. Ooh, we've got a cheetah. We've got Tyreek Cheetah Hill. Tyreek Hill. This will be a Dolphins jersey. Tyreek Hill, the letter H. The letter H going out to Caden. Caden, make sure you message me so I make sure I have the right address. I don't want this to come back to me. I want to make sure that goes to you, Caden. Congratulations. Players on this one here, Donald. All right, here we go, guys. It's time. Centennial love. Let's go. Biggie. Box 8. Let's go. We've pulled some monsters out of here. Let's keep that rolling. All right, time to go in, cut in. All right. Gold Rush. Rip it, then ship it. We have an autograph, dual autograph. So this is going to be potentially have to go. There's 2 autos on this. It's a Gem Mint 10 as well. All right, 2 autos. We're going to possibly have to do a random.org to see who gets this because we have Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas. So K and T are going to be on this. So Troy has K and Larry has T. All right, guys, it is going to be a 50-50. And I'll tell you what, whoever doesn't get it, I will give, I will give a pack with a guaranteed auto. Let me get one here. Because I want to make sure whoever doesn't get it gets something here. Alright, let's do guaranteed auto hobby pack 2020. Why not? Let's do it. Hobby pack 2020. So whoever doesn't get the auto card is going to get a guaranteed auto pack from 2020. So potential for a monster out of there even. This is a huge card right there. This is going to come down to Kelly. I'm going to put Kelly or Thomas. All right, Kelly or Thomas. So Kelly. All right, so Thurman Thomas or Jim Kelly for the win. Whoever name is on top on the 7th gets the auto card. Whoever's name is second will still get the hobby pack that I'll open up here for you on camera. There's 5, there's 6, one more makes it 7. All right, it is going to be the Jim Kelly. Jim Kelly is going to get the hit here. All right, so Jim Kelly, and in that break is Troy. Troy, congratulations. This is going to be your card here. This Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas on card auto. All right, guys. Well, that means that Thomas here, so Summer Thomas is going out to Larry. Larry, you didn't get that. But you know what? You're getting this hobby pack here. It's a 2020 pack. There's potential for a monster auto rookie card here. So all these cards are coming out to Larry. This is what his consolation is going to be. And we'll see what we got. We got something dazzling in there. We got a Jonathan Taylor rookie. There's a Zach Bond. Jalen Moore. Jonathan Taylor rookie right there. We'll skip the auto. You have a James Morgan, and there is a peak performer of Justin Jefferson rookie. Look at that, Justin Jefferson peak performer rookie. That's a great, it's a good pack. It's a good pack. Now your auto is in, look at that, out of 25. Out of 25 here, Mason Kinsley. Mason Kinsley out of 25 on a peak performance. All right, so you didn't get the other thing, but you got some great rookies in here, and then a auto number looks like 14 of 25 of Mason Kinsley. All right, Larry, congratulations. I called Justin Jefferson. All right, Larry, congrats on that. And Troy, congrats on the big hit. All right. All right, Jones, you have a correct guess here. Jones has Tyreek Hill. Watson. Wow, Jake, you get 2. That's pretty amazing. Jake's going to get 2 boxes. Kelsey, you're going to get a box. Alright, so I have Jones with a box, Jake with 2 boxes, and Kelsey with a box. Alright, so that's the way that one's going to work. Alright, there will be no whammies. No whammies in here, guys. Alright, there'll be no whammies. All glory. Alright, Thomas is going to get... Jones, you'll get to pick first, then Jake. You'll pick to pick, and Kelsey will pick third. Alright, so these are the boxes of the glory. Alright, Jones, pick first. Jake, you'll get the next 2, and Kelsey, you'll get the last pick here. Just based on the order. Alright, Jones going a little trash. Alright, Jake, you get 2. Shark and flowers. Alright, Kelsey, that means you get gold. Kelsey, they left everything to you, Kelsey. Kelsey, they left it all to you. And guess what, Kelsey? You had no choice but to take the best possible pack here, Kelsey. The golden box had the guaranteed 2017 pack here. So here you go, Kelsey. Chance at a monster. Chance at an absolute monster. The Mahomes rookie is a possibility here. Let's go, Kelsey. Let's go. Alright, let me see. Put this in order. Alright, Kelsey. There is a Josiah Price. Travis Rudolph, Reuben Foster, Ryan Switzer, Matthew Days. You have an Andre Jackson parallel, an auto, a Mitch Leidner autograph rookie. I saw a quarterback, I got excited for a second, but you did get an auto coming out here. Rookie auto, Mitch Leidner. Andrew Luck. Yeah, there's a little luck for you. LeGarrette Blount, Dan the Man, Paxton Lynch, Greg Olson, Trevor Siemian, Julio Jones, Braxton Miller, a Carl Lawson rookie, Chris Godwin rookie. That's a great pull right there. Nice Chris Godwin rookie, Penn State. Jake Butt, James Conner rookie. Oh, love it. And a Marlon Humphrey. 3 great rookies to end it right there in Godwin, Connor, and Marlon Humphrey. Good pack, good pack. Congrats, Kelsey. All right. Jake, you have Shark and Flowers. Shark and Flowers. All right, let's start with the Flowers. The Flowers, how about a pack? There we go. The Phoenix is coming your way. All right, let's see what's coming out of the Phoenix for you here, Jake. There's a Sam Laporta. Nice looking cards. Will Levis. A Javon Baker, rookie rising. And a Ben Sinnott. Be interesting if he gets a more play. Zach Ertz really stole his playing time last year, and deservedly so. Alright, Jake, one more. Shark time. Shark Infested Waters giving you a Chronicles Draft Picks 2023. Alright, Chronicles Draft Picks 2023 for you. Oh, I think you'll be happy with that. How about a Bryce Young rookie right there? A Will Anderson Jr. rookie. How about a Keely Oringo rookie? And another Bryce Young rookie. Look at that. Got some good Alabama rookies in there. Bryce Young. Even a Will Anderson Jr. As always, you are welcome. It was, Donna, it was a gopher. It was a gopher. It was a gopher. Alright, Jones. Here's your pack. Chronicles 2021, Jones. Chronicles 2021. Josh Jacobs. Darnell Mooney. Debo. There is a rookie of Kellen Mond. There's a great rookie. Clear Vision. Trevor Lawrence rookie. There you go. T-Law rookie. Elijah Moore and Antonio Gibson. But that's a nice pull there on the T-Law. Alright guys, congrats on the giveaways. Alright, Justin, thank you for closing that out. Saints and Titans. Titans. Alright, real quick, we're going to do the mini helmet break. So it's going to be one mini helmet and not one but 2 jerseys. So we got box 1 and box 2 here. Alright. I'm going to also, real quick, I just want to show you on the site, not a lot remaining. Basketball, at this point we just have the Pacers remaining in the basketball break. That closes it out. And in the football break we just have the Panthers. And then everything else is sold out. So just 2 spots remaining tonight. That said, we gotta do the mini helmet. Alright, so we have 2 jerseys on the table, boxes 1 and 2. We also have boxes 3 through 10. You guys, your job is going to be to put in the chat. Let's just do one. Let's do it again. One NFL team. That's all you have to do. One NFL team. If you guess the team comes out of any 3 boxes, your name is going to go into random.org. One person's going to get a chance at a box of mystery. 2 hits, 1 whammy, and that whammy is going to be a Funko. We're going to do the Funko as a whammy. So, just a heads up. Funko whammy time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew. James almost Bond. There's 2 times. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Top 2 numbers. And 7 times. So 5 and 9. 5 and 9 on this. Let me get that. 9. So we're going to take off box 1 and box 2. And we have box 5 and box 9. Alright. Now we have mini helmet box 1 on the table. We also have 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Alright, so 1, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 10. Box number 10. Let me grab that. So coming on box 10. Coming off box 1. Alright guys, last call on all those guesses. We have Jake with the Cardinals, David with the Falcons, Jones with the Ravens, Adam's got the Bills, Steve has the Panthers, Juan's got the Bears, Mike has the Bengals and the Browns, Jared with the Cowboys, Steve has the Broncos, Sean's got the Lions, Larry's got the Packers, David's got the Texans, William's got the Colts, Justin time for the Jaguars, Case has the Chiefs and the Raiders, Justin has the Chargers, David's got the Rams. We are staring down the Dolphins with Justin, Sarah with the Vikes, Mike has the Pats, Justin with the Saints, Scott's got the Giants, Caden with the Jets, Sean's got the Fly Eagle Fly, David's got the Steelers, Sean with the Niners and Seahawks, William has the Bucks, Justin with the Titans, and Dwayne's got the Commode. Alright, no more guesses. Let's do it. Good luck, guys. Alright, we'll start out box 5, box 9, box 10. Box 5, and I think this series, we're back to a cut. Alright, yep, just a regular old-fashioned, good old cut. Alright, hey, look at this. We have a Notre Dame jersey. This will get razzed off. This is Rudy Rudiger. Rudy Rudiger, never quit. It's a good motto, even if you don't like the movie or Rudy Rudiger. It's a good motto to live by. Never quit. Alright, so this Notre Dame jersey will get razzed off. All 32 teams will have an even chance at this Rudy Rudiger. Famous from the movie Rudy, obviously. Real life personality. With the signature Beckett on the authentication. Alright, we have box 9 here. Box 9. So there's our seal for that. We're going to cut that across. Alright, we have a Falcon hit. We have Drake London. Drake London, wide receiver Beckett on our authentication. Alright, so we have Drake London on our hit there. Alright, so Drake London, Beckett on both of those authentications. Let me mark that down. That is going out to David. David, congrats. Drake London love for you. Alright. Now we have the mini helmet. Alright, let's get Sonic out there. Box 10. Alright, that's sealed up. Here's our front, back. One cut. Two. We're at 3 there. We have a specialty helmet here. Specialty helmet. Alright, we have running back CJ 2K. So we have Chris Johnson, CJ 2K on the hit right there. On a flash alternate Tennessee Titan hit. CJ 2K. Alright, nice hit there for the Titans. Alright, Justin. I like it, Jeff. Alright, CJ 2K. Alright, Drake London, CJ 2K. All of them are Beckett authenticated, by the way. All Beckett authentication. Alright. Time to award the Rudy. All 32 teams going into the randomizer here. Alright. One time. There's 2. 3. We're at 4. 5. 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, the Houston Texans. Rudy's going to the Houston Texans. Alright, and in this break, that is David G. Alright, David, congratulations. That is your guy there, Steve. So, I don't know if Dave's in here tonight, but you'll have to let him know. He hit on the Rudy jersey. Hats off. Alright, so for the correct guesses, it is Falcons, Texans, and Titans. Falcons, Texans, and Titans. Nate has the Falcons. Mike has the Falcons, so let me copy those names. Donald has the Texans. I think it's just those 3 names, if I'm not mistaken. Nate, Mike, and Donald. Let me know if I'm missing somebody. Alright, I'm going to put these together. Like I said, 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. The whammy will be a Funko. Alright, so 2 hits, 1 whammy. The hit will be, or the whammy will be a Funko, I should say. Alright, guys. We have Golden Egg, Silver Box, and Golden Box. Alright, I think those 3 names. I haven't heard anything else, so if I missed somebody, I apologize. But your time has passed. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, Nate. Nate, you get to pick which box you would like. Alright, Nate. We have a golden egg, a silver box, and a golden box. Nate's going silver. You're fast. Alright, going silver. Good luck, Nate. You passed up on the golden egg. The golden egg had a pack of Prism draft picks. So you missed out on a pack of Prism draft picks 2023. Then you went silver. Golden box had the quote-unquote whammy. Alright, so the whammy right there. Add the Funko, the Coach Kilmer Funko. Alright, Nate, you are going to get the silver box. And in the silver box, how about a wild card Brock Purdy with a chance at an auto? Alright, Nate, chance at an auto Brock Purdy. Let's go. You are going to get a purple Brock Purdy edition. Alright, so Brock Purdy rookie. It's a rookie right here. Nice looking card right there. It's a Brock Purdy rookie. It's in case for you there. So congratulations. That Brock Purdy rookie coming your way. Very neat. You are welcome. Oh, congratulations, Troy. That's unbelievable. All right, just one basketball spot remains on the site. That's it. That's all. One basketball site on the site, left on the site. Whoever buys that basketball spot can have a choice of Prism Draft Picks Pack 21 or 2022. 5-card pack. That'll be a bonus whoever closes the basketball. That said, we are going to do a little bit of football. We have 3 breaks remaining. 3 breaks remaining. All 3 of these breaks that remain have in some shape or form a new case, except for this one. This one won't. The last 2, I should say. The last 2 will have a new case involved. This one, we know for this, it's going to be this jersey, this football. Box 49 for the football, box 5 for the jersey. What you guys are going to do is you are going to give me one NFL division for the football only. Football only. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a chance, put their name in random.org, and a chance for the box of mystery. We'll do 2 hits, 1 whammy, and again, we'll make that whammy the Funko again. That Kilmer Funko is going to be the whammy opportunity again. All right. Dave getting that last spot, and he's got the happy camper on that last hit too. All right, Dave. Let me put you in. Which you got the Pacers. All right, Dave. Which pack would you like? We have 2022 and we have 2021. Dave, you can make your choice. Prism, Dave G. Dave, I don't know if you got to see your hit. This was your Rudy Rudiger Notre Dame Never Quit jersey. All right, while I wait for Dave's selection on the pack there. 2022, you got it. Let's open that up. 2021, out of here. All right, 2022. Little Prism Draft Pick love for you. Bradley Beal just got a new team today. Bradley Beal. There's Malachi Branham. A Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, UCLA. A Walker Kessler rookie. I like Walker Kessler. And a Paul Pierce. All right, pretty good pack there. All right, guys. We have Sarah with the Cardinals. You are welcome, Dave. Kelsey with the Falcons. Jake with the Ravens. Remember, your guesses for the football only, as a reminder. Mike's got his Buffalo Bills. Joseph has the Panthers and the Bears. We've got George with the Bungles. Mike with the Brownies. June's got the Boys. Sean's got the Broncos. Mike's got the Lions. Larry's got the Packers. David's got the Houston Texans. We've got Jesse with the Colts. Steve with the Jags. Todd's got the Chiefs. William's got the Raiders. Justin, Tom for the Chargers. David's got the Rams. June's got the Dolphins. Stacy's got it going on with the Vikes. Matt's got the Pats. Steve has the Saints. Mark has the Giants. Jesse with the Jets. Steve with the Fly Eagle Fly. And Jake has the Steelers. Dave G. A. with the 49ers. Gotta be more specific with our Dave G's of these breaks. Sean's got the Seahawks. Adam's got the Bucks. Justin, Time for the Titans. And Troy sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. No more guesses. Hey, guys. Let me know. I can send emails to set that up. Alright. Remember, guesses only for the football. Only for the football. Alright, Whoppering it up. Nom, 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 nom. Box 5. Box 5. Secondary seal down there. Good luck. Let's cut it out. I see from the New England Patriots. New England Patriots. Wide receiver. Deion Branch. Deion Branch coming out of there. Super Bowl champion Deion Branch. Beckett on our authentication. Patriots hit. You buy in hoping for the Tom Brady. You walk out living large with a Deion Branch. Alright, Matt. He was a good receiver. Alright, box 49. Box 49, let's go. Sealed up all the way. One cut. There's two. Give it a pop. There's the football. Oh, guys, we have a monster hit here. This is going to be more than one signature. Just giving you a heads up on that. There are more than one signature on this football. One of the guys is retired these days. The other one not. But even if there is no team logo, my guess is there will be a team logo on this, but even if there isn't, there is no doubt about what team this will go to once you guys see it. How do I know? The box has a cheat code at the bottom of it, so that's how I know. Alright, not going to be a team football. Thought it might be. We have a Duke autograph, Dak Prescott on one side, and a Dez Bryant on the other. So we've got Dak and Dez. Duke football right there. This is amazing right there. Roger that. The Duke. Game ball. Dez Bryant and Dak Prescott. Very nice. That's a monster. Dak and Dez went up a hill. Dak and Dez got a Duke. Triple D. Oh, Nate, the burn. The burn. But it was a catch. All right, so this will be NFC East. NFC East for the guesses here, guys. All right, Jones has a correct guess. Anybody else? Kelsey with the correct guess. George and Troy have correct guesses. Alright, I think that's it. Alright, so those are the 4 names I see. Jones, Kelsey, Troy, and George. Alright, congratulations again. Very nice hit. By the way, that's Panini authenticated. And then here's your Panini authentication panel as well. So your authentication here, and there's an authentication on that. Yeah, Thomas, he's retired, yeah. Alright, nobody else did, so alright, we just have Jones, Kelsey, Troy, and George. Alright. Seven times. Sorry, I meant to put the boxes out there, but we'll put those out in a second. There's 3, there's 4. 2 hits, 1 whammy. The whammy will be the Funko. And George. Could George get the Funko? We'll see. Alright, so George, and then this is... What break did we just do? We just did this break. Donald, it was only for the football. It was only for the football. Alright, guys. George, go ahead and make your selection. Spoonie for the basketball. Alright. Sure! Going with the egg, you got it. Alright. Pass up on the golden egg. The golden egg, or the golden box, had the Coach Kilmer, so no Funko on that one. Pass up on the silver box. The silver box had a hobby pack with a guaranteed auto from that 2020 draft class, so we missed out on that. Alright, George, you are going to get your hands on another Contenders pack. Another Contenders pack. You know what, George? You're probably sick of Contenders, so that's... Would you rather have a Prism Draft Picks 2023 pack? You know what? I'll give you both. Why not? You don't have to pick. I'll give you both. I just know you've already got Contenders tonight. I had pulled those things out before I knew who was getting what, so you'll have both. Why not? It's a little bonus love. Alright, we'll start out with that Contenders pack, though. Maybe there's something big in there. I think there actually is a nice rookie in there. Javonte Williams, Geno Smith, Shaq Leonard, JJ, brother got paid today, Jameis, Justin Fields, a nice parallel. There is a Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore. And then look at this rookie, Isaiah Pacheco. That's a nice rookie pull of Isaiah Pacheco, actually. All right, George. Here's a little Prism draft pick glove for you. A little bonus action here. Let's see what we can do. AD, Aaron Donald. Breece Hall. There's a Keanu Benton, really nice defensive lineman for the Steelers. Deonte Banks, and a Joey Porter. A couple of nice second round and draft picks by the Steelers. Benton and Porter, rookies right there. All right, guys. I think we've got 2 breaks left. We'll do basketball, and then we'll do the full-size helmet to end the evening. Alright, guys. Basketball time. For this, everybody... Dave, your name will show up with the Pacers there in a minute. For this, we know that it's going to be basketball number 1. This ball is the one we're going to use. We don't know what jersey is coming out of here. So you guys are going to put in the chat one NBA team. Just one NBA team. If it comes out of the ball or the jersey, your name is going to get put into random.org, and one person is going to have a 50-50 chance at a $15 Dad Break gift card. So one person is either going to get a $15 Dad Break gift card, or they will get a Funko. They'll get that Funko. We'll do the Coach Kilmer Funko. So 50-50. They'll get the Funko, or they'll get a $15 Dad Break gift card. So can't go wrong on this one if you guess correctly. Well, you can, I guess, if you don't, if multiple people do, but you know, have fun with it. Alright, this is box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 through 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Alright, 5th box down. Alright, so there's that box. And we know it's going to be box 1 for the basketball. Last one from the case. Alright, guys. Let me refresh our list. Justin has the Hawks. Chad has the Celtics. Anthony has the Nets. Justin with the Hornets. Matt has the Bulls. Steve has the Cavs. Sean has the Mavs. Justin with the Nugs. David B with the Detroit Basketball Pistons. Bradley's got the Warriors. We've got David J with the Rockets. Dave G with the Pacers. We've got Sean with the Clip Show. George with the Lake Show. Justin with the Grizz. Joseph with the Heat. June has the Bucks, Justin with the T-Wolves and the Pels, Dwayne Train with the Knickerbockers and the Thunder from Down Under, Justin has the Magic, Kelsey with the Sixers, Adam's got the Suns, Jake has the Blazers, Thomas has the Kings, David B with the Spurs. We've got Thomas with the Rap Show, Chad with the Jazz, and Caden saying nobody beats the Wiz. Alright guys, no more guesses here. Good luck. This is box number 5. Box 5. Oh yeah, here we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The Kiss. Alright, secondary seal right there. Cut into that. Alright, we have a Toronto Raptors in the house here. Damon Stoudemire. Thomas in the house. Congrats, Thomas. Thomas getting a little Damon Stoudemire. Beckett on the authentication. Alright, Thomas. Put it on the board. Yes. Alright, Thomas. You got it, Big Dave. Yeah, I think Thomas already reached out about that, so I'll try to get them some info. Or someone said that I think they'd already reached out. think Thomas did. Maybe Dave said. Maybe Big Dave did. I don't know. All right, here we go. This is box 1, last one from the case. All right, it is deflated. Oh, ooh, we have a Hall of Famer here. A Hall of Famer alert. I wear black ones. He didn't wear anything because he was the glove himself. The glove. We have Gary Payton. Gary Payton autographed basketball. Alright, so there's a Gary Payton autographed Beckett authenticated basketball. The glove. Alright, so Gary Payton would be a Thunder from Down Under. Dwayne Train. That's a Supersonics, which would go out to the Thunder. Gary Payton. Alright, so we have Thunder and Raptors for guesses. Thunder and Raptors, guys. Jesse with the Thunder. I think Jesse's the only correct guess. Steve. All right. Like I said, I think Steve is the only guess. One more break, by the way. There's still one more break, Troy. I don't know if you're aware. We have one more break after this. It's a football, full-size football. It's just brand new case, so that's why it's on the table. All right, guys. Jesse, you're going to have your choice here. I don't think I have the $15. Hold on one second. All right. Jesse, silver or gold? Silver or gold? And like I said, we have one more break remaining. Gold it is. Passed up on silver. In silver, Jesse, was the $15 Dad Break gift card. Unfortunately, that means you are getting the whammy. But tonight, not all whammies are created equal, because your whammy is from the movie Varsity Blues, Coach Kilmer. Coach Kilmer's coming your way, so congratulations. This Funko will be coming to you, Jesse. Alright guys, last break of the night. Last break of the night. I'm gonna have everybody out there, you're just gonna give me two NFL teams. Two NFL teams. Everybody that guesses correctly will get a box of mystery here. Every single person. There won't be any cut downs on this last break of the night here. So two NFL teams, if it comes out of the helmet or the jersey, you'll get a box of mystery. this here, box 1. That there's box 2. Behind this will be box 3. Behind this will be box 4. Alright, guys. This is for the full-size helmet. Remember, our next break is going to be on Tuesday of next week. It'll be the only break we're doing next week, so just a 411 on that. If you guys have questions, let me know. The stuff will be on the site here within about 5 minutes of the break ending tonight, too. So, if anybody has interest in specific teams. Alright, box 3. That's the one that's right behind box 1. That's the one, again, right behind box 1. I have to put that clipper spot on there. It doesn't want to refresh. The nice thing about doing a break on a Thursday is recyclables come on Friday here. So I can get the box out there for the recyclables tomorrow. Otherwise I have to take it. We have a recycling center for like a compactor for this community. But it saves me a trip. Alright, so we got that. Now we gotta figure out. And you know what? Let's put a star on the top of that. Right there. Alright, now we gotta figure out the jersey. Jersey's coming from new case as well. So box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 through 6 on that. And give me 1 second here. 1 through 6, but orders. Let me see something here. I don't know why I don't have the characters in there. Oh, it's not refreshing, that's why. Dave has it, and it's just not refreshing. Eventually it will. There it is. Of course, now when I go to here, it'll probably disappear. Alright, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One time. Maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box number 2. Alright, guys. Box number 2. This guy. Alright, guys. Last call on those guesses. Jake, you've got the Cards. Joseph has the Falcons. Jesse's got the Ravens. Mike has the Buffalo Bills. Steve has the Panthers. Case has the Bears. George has the Bungles. Matt has the Brownies. Jared's got the Cowboys. George has the Broncos. Matt's got the Lions. Jake has the Pack. Dwayne trained with the Texans. Jake has the Colts. Steve has the Jags. Matt has the Chiefs. Brandon's got the Raiders. Dave has the Chargers. Rick has the Rams. David with the Dolphins. Anthony's got the Vikes. Jake has the Pats and the Saints. Matthew's got the Giants. Rick has the Jets. Steve has the Fly Eagle Fly. Brandon's got them Steelers. Dave has the Niners. Steve has the Seahawks. George has the Bucks. Matt's got the Titans. And Troy, you've got the Commanders. Let's go. Let's go. No more guesses. Alright, life is like a box of jerseys or helmets. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, we are sealed up all the way around. Secondary seals down there. We're going to cut into this, see what we got. I see the number 2. I see a Steelers Justin Fields. Steelers Justin Fields. Alright, so the Steelers are on the board here. Justin Fields Steelers jersey. He pulled his Jets jersey in the last break. Alright, so the Steelers are going out to Brandon. Brandon, another hit for you tonight. Okay, congrats. So Steelers guess is on the board. Alright, here we go. Box 3. Good luck, everyone. Seal over the top. There's the bottom. There's the front. We have a specialty helmet. Specialty helmet on this one. Alright guys, specialty helmet. Oh. Alright. From the 49ers. We have Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa, 2019 NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. Beckett authenticated. Nick Bosa on an Eclipse helmet. Nice helmet right there in Eclipse. 49ers on the Dave G. Dave G.A. Smaller Dave. I don't know. Steelers and Niners. Some big names on this one. Alright. Nick Bosa. Both sides. Alright, Steelers and Niners for guesses. Everybody guesses correctly. He's getting a box of mystery as promised. Alright, Thomas, you're going to get a box. George is getting a box. Jones in for a box. Donald's getting a box. There's a lot of boxes going out here. Jesse's getting a box. Alright, I think that's everybody. I think I have Jesse, Donald, Jones, George, and Thomas. Did I miss anybody? Hey, have a great weekend, Troy. You take care. Alright, there are going to be 5 boxes out there, guys. 5 boxes. Let me put those golden boxes to use here. We have Babes in Red, Police, Flowers, Shark, and Silver Babes. Alright, go ahead. You guys can pick whatever one you guys want. You can just shout it out. That'll be fine. Jesse, Donald, Thomas, first come, first serve on this. George and Jones. I have Thomas with the Shark. Sorry, Jesse. Just beat you on that on my end. So I'll remove that. You got it. Red Babes. I have Donald, you have to make a selection, and so does George. Or at least one of you guys. The other person doesn't have to, but one of you two does. Red Babes. Red Babes are already taken, Donald, so you're going to get a different one. Red Babes were already taken by Jones, so Silver base with the George. All right, that means that no one took the flowers. Right? Am I correct? Shark, red base, police. All right, Donald's got the flowers. Donald, I think you're going to be the happiest of everybody, though. Donald, this is a hobby pack from the 2020 class with a chance at a monster rookie. Yes, your Justin Jefferson could be in here, Donald. All right. 2020 class, let's go. All right, there's a Kendall Fuller, Christian Wilkerson, Raymond Calais, Jordan Love rookie. There you go, Jordan Love rookie. We'll skip the auto. Lynn Bowden Jr. How about a CD Lamb rookie? So you got Jordan Love and CD Lamb rookies, and your auto is a Javonte Moffat. Javonte Moffat, safety autograph. Got some good play in the NFL right there, did he? All right. J Love and... All right, Donald, those cards are yours. All right, Silver Babes to George. All right, George, this is the Silver Babes. All right, here's a pack. You have a Malik Neighbors. This is a mega pack, so 50-50 chance at an auto here. There's a Malik Neighbors rookie on the top, though, for you, George. There's Malik Neighbors, next level. This will go this way. Elijah Jones, Jonah Elias. Oh, that's Elijah Jones and Jonah Elias. That throws you off. J.J. McCarthy rookie. Blake Corum. Trayvon Henderson. Cornelius Johnson. Grayson McCall. Mason Fairchild. There is an auto. We'll skip it for now. Mason Fairchild. Jalen McMillan. Nice rookie. And a Bucky Irving. Teammates of Jalen McMillan. All right, your auto is a Patrick McMorris. Patrick McMorris autograph. All right, not bad, George. Some nice rookie cards in there. You are welcome, Donald. All right, Silver Base. Police to Jesse. Jesse, the Police have a pack of Score 2019. Let's see if we can get you a nice card from that 2019 wide receiver draft class. Good wide receiver draft class here. All right. Marshawn Lynch. Janu Smith. Zach Martin. Jordan Reed. Micah Hyde. Matty Ice. Gerald McCoy. There's a Melvin Gordon. A little Matthew Stafford. Miles Sanders rookie. Not bad. CJ Conrad and Mike Weber. But Miles Sanders, good NFL career. All right. Jones and Thomas. All right, Jones went with the Red Babes. Red Babes. All right, Jones, this is your pack. How about some Prism? Let's do some Prism draft picks, Jones. There's a nice rookie on the back. All right, there's Roger Staubach. Herschel Walker. Jaron Hall. Ronnie Bell. And then look at that, Bryce Young Prism rookie. Nice pull right there. It's a nice purple Bryce Young Prism rookie. Alright, guys. Last but absolutely not least, Thomas. Alright, Thomas. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. We got you in the contender. No pretender here, just a contender. Let's go, Thomas. Good luck. You'll like the last card, I think. You have a CD, Don't Call Me Cassette Tape Lamb. Ramondre Stevenson. Jonathan Taylor. Marquise Brown. Juju Smith-Schuster. There's a George Kittle. Aaron Jones. And check out this. Gladiator. Brian Dawkins from the Eagles. Fly, Eagle, fly. All right, nice pack. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this evening. Congratulations to everybody on the hits, the giveaways, and hopefully you guys had some fun. I know I did. Look forward to having hopefully you guys here on Tuesday. Take care guys.